Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. I am Sammy, and on this channel, we do wood signs and DIYs. So if that is something you're into, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the all button so you know every time I post a video. Okay, you guys, today I am joining the Chic for Cheap Challenge with host Christy Creates and co-host my girl Lynette from DIY Beauty on Purpose. So make sure you head over to their channels, check those out. I'll also include the playlist link down in my description box so you can see all of the amazing creators and what they come up with today. For myself, I'm going to be showing you three super easy DIYs that you can do with things around your house, with things you buy at the thrift store, garage sale, whatever it may be. And I'll give you different examples in case it's something that you may not be able to get, of what you can use in place of it. So with that, you guys, let's go ahead and hop into this video. All right, you guys, our first DIY is going to be this adorable, I don't know if you're going to guess it, reversible toilet organizer. I have been making these and they can range anywhere from $20 to $30, and I made this for about $2. So I found this box at a garage sale. It was $1. It looks like it may have been, I don't know, a bread box or something at one point. I have no idea. It looks like it's missing like a lid. So I knew we could turn this into something. So first we're going to clean it because we don't know where it's been, you know what I'm saying? So get that Lysol wipe if you have any and clean that up because it was dirty. And this box was so awesome. It looked like it was handmade. It was stunning. So we are going to be using some stencils. I designed these on my Cameo. I am using 651 permanent vinyl. If you guys are interested in these, please just drop a comment down below and I will link them to my Etsy shop for you. I will also put the size of this box, of my decals, all of that stuff. So I'm placing my decal on one side of it, and then we're going to go ahead and peel that back. As I've mentioned before, you guys, this transfer paper is awesome. Got it on Amazon. Okay, that vinyl is on. Now we're reversing it, and we are going to be using this round plaque. I got these at Walmart. You can also find like random ones at Dollar Tree, anywhere, you guys. So I'm cutting this in half because we have that circle in the middle, and I'm going to be placing it on the left side and the right side, and I'm keeping that circle in the middle just so I can keep reference as to where to place my vinyl on this board. Now, if you don't have one of these exactly, you guys, just go to your local thrift store, garage sales, because they have tons of like boxes that are for decorative purposes, like you would fill with flowers, like planters. That's what I'm thinking of, planters. That would work perfectly with this. You could also stack a bunch of horizontal rectangle boxes from the Dollar Tree onto each other and make it like a shiplap looking one. That would be super cute as well. And then over our vinyl, we're going to put some white linen chalk paint from Rust-Oleum. I'm just using a chippy brush, and I just do one coat, just making sure to cover all of the vinyl with the chalk paint, because obviously we want our letters to show through. And I get like the sides and everything, but I leave the middle the wood color. I think it's awesome. I think it adds dimension, and if you guys watch any of my wood sign videos, you know I love to show as much wood as possible. So now we're just weeding out our stencil. It came off super easy, and I absolutely love that stain color with this white. It's just super chic. It screams a farmhouse. I will also link the fonts for these down below, you guys. All right, so there she is. Now I'm using this transfer. This is from Dollar Tree, and these transfers are so easy to use. I tried this with acrylic white chalk paint. For some reason, it would not stick, so I ended up, no, I tried it with, was it I don't know. I had tried one before. Luckily, I had 2 packs of these on hand, and it would not stick for the life of me. So then I got acrylic white paint and lightly brushed it on, let that dry, and then transferred this on. So now that all that's done, I want to distress this, and I want to smooth out all of those ridges from the Chippy brush. So I'm taking 220 grit sandpaper, so it's a really smooth sandpaper, and I'm getting all of the corners and edges first, and then I'm going over my lettering, and this will just smooth it out. It'll give it a little bit more cleaner, rustic look. Does that make sense? Probably not. And then we're going to clean this off, and since it's going in the bathroom, obviously we want to spray it down. This is a clear matte spray from Rust-Oleum. And now, you guys, all we have to do is put on our little round to cover the that little oval that was on our board. And I cannot wait for you guys to see a close-up of this at the end. It is gorgeous. Look at how cute that is, you guys. All right, DIY number 2. Look at how gorga that is, okay? So these are all the supplies we're going to be using. We have, so this cabinet door a girlfriend gave to me for free. And you guys, these cabinet doors are heavy. And it was like a shiny white. I know I did not want it shiny, which it ended up being shiny anyways. So I take it outside and I sprayed it with a matte white chalk paint. And then I am spraying Blessed. I did have to sand this down like a lot. It was toe up, but I didn't record that. So sprayed this with blue, let everything dry. And then I'm taking these Pioneer Woman napkins that I got on clearance at Walmart. I grabbed 2 packs of them. They were gorgeous. There's these and there's another one, but I chose to go with these. And I've had them sitting down in my basement, and I've been waiting to feel inspired to use these, and this is definitely the board. Look at how cute her napkins are. It has the little recipe in it and everything. I love it. So I'm just sizing this up on the cabinet door to figure out like placement, where I want it, if I want it to be sporadic or just on the corners. And then if you watched my calendar one, I'm doing this exactly like the calendar. I am cutting every little piece of the white out. If you don't get all the white, it's perfectly fine because the backdrop is white anyways, so it won't be a huge deal if there is white left on it. You could even leave the polka dots on it if you want. That all depends on you. And you guys, you could do these with any napkins. You can go to Habitat for Humanity for cabinet doors. They have tons of them. Look on Facebook Marketplace, or you can just do this with like a wood blank. So you could go to like Hobby Lobby and get a wood piece. If you have wood in your garage, you can do this. It is so much fun to Mod Podge. Everybody's been correcting me on how I say it. On napkins and projects like coasters. You guys know I like coasters. Okay, so did I forget to cut that part? Okay, now I'm all, hello, there's a big white chunk missing, girlfriend. So I do clean this up, and then I don't usually get worried about taking the 2-ply off, like that extra layer that's on the napkin, but this one was already coming off anyways. So I went ahead and just took it off. Make sure you go slowly, especially if you have like those little leaves or like a lot of details, because it could potentially rip them off. So just go super slow, take your time. All right, there we go. So that side is off, and we are getting Mod Podge, which I have the matte version here, and I'm going to, wherever I went, I don't know, sorry, oh, there we go, there I am. So, Mod Podge, and I'm going to put it on the cabinet door, And then I just put a little on the napkin, but then it was kind of having some weight to it. And I was like, ooh. Oh, and don't do that on your cabinet door because it left like a texture. Ugh, frustrating. Okay, so now that is sticking. Oh, leaf. Oh, get on there. And then we are just going to take that Mod Podge and the brush again. These brushes I got from Walmart. Love them. And we are just going to put this directly on top of this napkin. Now, especially with this napkin in particular, since it had like the white on the flowers and a little white in the background, there were some instances where it kind of ripped just a little, but it didn't really matter because it just looked like a part of the flower. So you'll see, I think in the next one, on the next side, I think I show you the next side, that I do rip it a little, but it looks totally fine after. So now that I know that I love that side, I'm definitely going to do the other corner. And do you see right there on, like right there, I rip it. But it almost just looks like it's a part of the flower. So not even tripping over here, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead. And then I wanted it all, obviously, the same, you know, clear or matte. So I went and I took my brush and I put matte, the Mod Podge all over it. But one, it left a texture right where like I had put that Mod Podge on the napkin directly. Then it left like so much texture even like around. I don't know. It was really weird. I was so sad that that happened, but it is what it is, you know? Just go with the flow. And there's Hank wanting to bug mom as usual. Okay. So you guys, the texture, it was driving me nuts. So I was like, maybe I can hide it a little by adding some polka dots. So this is a dauber. I got the set from Hobby Lobby. When you use this dauber, make sure you completely cover the dauber with paint and then do some little dots to the side on a piece of paper, get the excess off. These things work so great and I love them. And what's so funny is this matched exactly to the napkin, which I will show you at the end. It is so funny. But did you see all that texture? Driving me nuts. So right here I'm adding D-rings, D-hooks, whatever you want to call them. I could have used like, I guess like those holes and stuff, but since they're round, I don't know. I didn't think about it until after I was editing my video and I'm like, I guess you could have just used those holes to hang it, but you know, let's do some more work. Okay, so right here, you guys, I'm going to use E6000 for this and hot glue. Now, the reason I keep on like lifting it up and putting it on the cabinet door for reference is because there's pieces that are hanging over, you know, that little ridge that like dips down. And I don't want the hot glue or the E6000 dripping down onto that. So I'm just trying to get the spots that are going to hit the cabinet door, if that makes sense. So that way I don't have any like dripping or hot glue or E6000 showing. So now we're going to put that on and that's it, you guys. And she is so pretty. Now look at this. It's so funny. Like the color matches exactly to the napkin, which of course I got inspired to do the polka dots because of the napkin. Look at how pretty that looks. Do you think anybody would know that like that was made with a free cabinet door and napkins? Don't think so. The Blessed, you guys, I got at Michael's like 2 years ago and found it under a table the other day. So look at this. How funny is that? Like exact color. Mind blown. Dun, da, da, da. You guys, I finally made it. I made the tier trade. I know you probably have seen this a million times, but you guys have heard me say a lot that I needed to make these. You're welcome for my goofiness. So I got these at the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to call them a base because I don't know if it's like a certain base. And then for my tier trade, I'm going to use the pizza pan holder and then those stovetop covers as well. I got actually like the pie pans to use too, but I don't know. I didn't like that would have to stuff things inside the pan. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, so I'm coming in with some linen white Rust-Oleum chalk paint. And right here, I'm just going in a circle. No rhyme or reason. Just trying to coat this, give it at least one coat. And I'm going to do that with all of them. Now, I know this is white, but look at the difference. Like, that was stark white, glossy. Definitely did not want it like super glossy like that. So that is why I decided to cover the white on those stove toppers. So you guys, this is the second coat, and I just wanted to show you. Now I'm just going horizontally. I'm not going in circles, going horizontally, using a chippy brush because it will add texture. You'll see like the brush strokes, see that? And I wanted that because when I go back in with my antique wax right here, I'm going to dab it in the lid, dab it on the side so I get that excess off. And then I'm going the same way as my brush strokes. And I wish you could really see the texture that this gave it and how cool it looked with the strokes. Whatever, you guys. It's Monday. I'm a hot mess. Okay. So I don't realize until like later that you can't see what I'm doing with my brush up top. So I do show you that right now. I put a little bit on it. Then I dab, and then I'll go back into the paint I dabbed on my little pee-pee pad. That's what these are, you guys. Okay? They work. All right. So there we go. That is done. Then I go ahead, and if y'all have used the pizza pan things and chalk paint, you know that they chip so fast. Let me know down below what is like your hacks. What are your hacks for not having the paint chip? Because I've used spray clear before and it still chips so bad. So I have this polyacrylic water-based clear that I use on my wood. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this. That way it'll be durable, because obviously you're putting things on and off it and you're probably moving it around and all that stuff. You could also probably use Mod Podge too if polyacrylic isn't something that you just have lying around. But I definitely knew I wanted to protect it from a bunch of chipping, which it wouldn't even be bad if it chipped. It would just make it look more rustic and farmhouse, because that's the rage. That's the rage right now. Okay. I feel like farmhouse is like, you know, not like clean and finished and stuff like that. So basically I'm going to call my house a farmhouse for sure. Okay. So anyways, you guys, I did like, this is Jute, and my dear subscriber and friend Mickey sent me a box, if you guys did not see that live, full of amazing goodies, and this jute rope was in there, and I've actually never used this kind before, and I'm obsessed with it. I've used the stuff from Dollar Tree, from the hardware store, but this was like the perfect like texture and size for this project. So don't mind me trying to figure out how to open this thing up, which I guess I wanted to show you guys. So you guys, at the ends, they fray a little bit, and even when you cut them, well, obviously when you cut, oh gosh, jeez, I need to stop talking. Okay, you guys, just go ahead and watch. I'll be silent. Just kidding. Okay, so I put hot glue at the end, and then I kind of just twist it up so that I know that there won't be fraying happening. And then I am going to start underneath like the lip of this little tray stovetop thingamajigger, and I'm going to go around it all the way, and then I'm going to do this twice. And this jute rope was like perfect size to wrap it around twice. Now when you get to that seam, you guys, make sure you put hot glue right at your seam, press it down so that it looks flawless and it doesn't look like there's like a break in your seam. So I am putting hot glue on, I don't know, like every like few inches or so, especially the bottom strands, because you don't want that going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So keep on going. Probably should have used my smaller Surebonder glue gun for this, but you know what? It was already plugged in. Your girl be lazy. So let's follow that around. Don't worry, I don't make you watch me do this for like the other two. Imagine, oh my gosh, torture. Know what my punishment is for my kids. I'll be like, watch mom do this over and over and over again. Okay, so I do this obviously with all of them. Look at how cute that looks. Look at the perfect size. Perfect size. Okay, so for the pizza pan, I am going to do it on top. I tried maybe just placing it kind of on the side and maybe gluing it, but that didn't look right. So I am going to start from the inside and then work my way out on the lip of this pizza pan. And for this one, I'm using a lot more hot glue. I'm not doing like the every 3 inches. I am doing it all over. If you guys, sorry, took a drink of my energy. If you don't have those finger protectors, grab them at Dollar Tree. They are awesome. I love them. And they come 3 in a pack. That's what's up. Mama loves a do. All right. Oh, and the shirt I'm wearing too, you guys, is Dollar Tree. And I wish I would have stocked up because it is so comfortable. I will wear these with like jean shorts and then tie a knot in the front, and they are so comfortable. I wish I would have bought more. I just found this and I was like, oh, this is a super cute color. Got it and then washed it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You have to I don't know if y'all knew, but like for Dollar Tree, the t-shirts and stuff that are there, you just gotta make sure they'll have like a piece of tape or something on them to show like where the defects may be, or you know, whatever, but nobody's that close to me except my husband and my kids, and they don't care if I got a stain or a rip or anything. Can you tell I'm a mom? Oh my gosh, would I have said that 10 years ago? No way. Okay, so we're finishing this off. Make sure that you end where you began, okay? All right. And then we are going to move on to, I am so stoked I finally made one of these, you guys. So excited. You know what? That would be cute just as a sign. Maybe later, girl. Okay. All right. Let's put these together now. So I think I've told you guys, the first time I've ever done one of these was a lemon plate, like tier tray. And let me tell you, it was severely crooked. Okay, so you guys, I had already found the center point by doing like the X shape, and I did not videotape that because seriously, I am horrible with measurements, with numbers. Math is not my thing, and I don't even know if you need math. Just, it's not my thing, okay? And it took me forever. I had to even call my husband down. Don't make fun of me, okay? There's just some things I can't do. I could craft. I could definitely do that. I could pour a great glass of wine too. Okay, so now I'm applying E6000 to this and I'm doing hot glue. Do not like freak out if it gets on the side or the inside, because you know what? It will not show after we are done. Now remember, I'm using hot glue because I want that immediate hold. If you just use that E6000, it's jelly-like and it will keep moving. So you wouldn't be able to touch it for like 24 hours until it dried. So that is why I also apply the hot glue to this. Now, again, I'm measuring just like I did the top, measuring all my sides, making sure it's even. Then I'm marking it off with the pencil. The pencil mark is not going to show, so don't worry about that later. Again, dousing this with some E6000 and some hot glue, and then we are going to apply that right on. Now, you guys, I've seen this done with the candlestick holders, and I do have those, but I don't know. It looked like too fancy for me. I wanted it to be like a little bit more rustic, more neutral. I don't know where I was going with this. So here I am. Obviously, here I am right there. And we are going to wrap this around. Now, as you get around the curves, you're going to have to apply a little bit more hot glue to this because then it starts moving a little bit more. So just be conscious of that if you are going to use this vase bottle or anything with curves, really. And then I have to stop and eat. Well, that was tea. And then she's going to bring me a plate of vegetables. Now I know how it feels, right? So as I'm like going down, I'm like hunching further and further and further down because I can't see what I'm doing. And then I tried putting it upside down, but it was just even harder. So as I'm going to the top, I'm hot gluing a little bit more because, again, it's like moving with the curves of the base. And then I'm going to hot glue it off, cut my rope off, and it fit perfectly. Like, you don't even see it. And you guys, even if this was a tier, like 2-tier tray, look at how cute that would look on its own. Look at how cute that is by itself, nothing else. Like, this would even be cute by like a nightstand or something for your like your rings, earrings, your phone, whatever. Okay. Now we're going to start again measuring all sides. And I chose to do it this way because I felt like it would be easier to maneuver the smaller pieces of this tray versus starting with the big tray first and having to like flip it and manipulate it. So that is why I chose to do the smaller trays first and build my way up to the big pizza pan. So again, measuring. I think this one was like 5 inches on each side or something like that. And then, so I didn't even think about it, you guys, but I should have paid attention to where like my seams were on my jute rope so that they could all face the same side. Because if you're, if you're particular about that, which I am not, then you would want them facing the back, but it doesn't look bad at all. Okay, look it. Super cute. Give me a thumbs up if you guys already have a tiered tray. No, give me a thumbs up if you've already made a tiered tray. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. I know if you guys hung out with me to watch this, I know it's been done like a million times, but I do not have one. And I was so excited to finally get one. And this was my first time decorating it, so cut me some slack. I was like, what do you put on these things? It's like for tiny people. So I have to find some cute things to put on there. All right, you guys, I, as usual, appreciate you hanging out with me for watching these videos. Make sure you give this a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel. And I was so excited to do this video and make these creations. I am somebody that like has to sit down and it just comes to me. I don't know if y'all are that way. If you are, comment down below. But I hope you guys get inspired by these and they make you want to go and create something. So with that said, you guys have a great week. And as usual, I will be back here on Wednesday and I will be back on Friday. See you later. Bye.